Hi everyone, Christine here from the Royal Ranch. I'm with my friend Luna, and today we will be teaching you how to tack up your horse Western. So first thing you need to know before tacking up your horse is that your horse should be groomed. Luna has been groomed, so we can go forward with the steps of tacking up. So come with me, let's go through the steps. First thing you want to be using is called a sweat pad. So this here will help absorb the sweat, and all the dirty hair is going to go underneath it, and it's super easy to clean. So that's why we want to be using the sweat pad and putting it on the first layer. Okay, so there you go. You want to place it at about half of the shoulder, which will help protect the withers, the back, where the saddle is going to sit. Next thing you want to be taking is the saddle pad. So this saddle pad here is really there to absorb the shocks of the saddle and of the rider. So you want to be putting it on top and covering the sweat pad with it. Now it's time for the saddle. So the saddle, you want to put it on top, and you want to place it just behind the shoulders. So you can go underneath your saddle pad and you can find where there's a bit of a dip behind the shoulder. And that's where you want to hug the saddle. There you go. There we go. Also, here is called the latigo. It will give you a good idea if your saddle is well placed, because it should be about a hand length behind the forearm of your horse, just there. So my saddle here is sitting properly, so I can go forward with tightening the cinch, but I'll have to bring you on the other side. Now that we have switched sides, it's very important to talk about the cinch. So here on the cinch, what's very interesting is we have a D-ring. This D-ring will show the middle point of our cinch. So it's very important to place it in between your horse's two front legs. Now, we need to check it out. What we need to do is actually press it on our horse's barrel right here and see if it goes in between our horse's two front legs. But if it wasn't the proper length, we would have to adjust it on the short latigo here. So if it's mostly on the left side, we would have to bring it up. And if it was too close to our right leg, we would have to bring it down. So it goes in between our horse's two front legs. Now that that's said, we will need to go on the other side to attach our cinch before our ride. For the last step pertaining to the saddle, first of all, what I want to do is I want to put my saddle pad a little higher, just like this. So I want to push it up, just because I don't want the saddle pad to put pressure on my horse's wither. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here. I will take my stirrup and place it on my horse's horn, my saddle horn, sorry. Then I will take my latigo. I will make sure my latigo is nice and straight. I will grab my cinch and place my latigo through the metal D-ring. Once it's through, I will bring it up through my saddle's metal D-ring and down again. So now I have a good idea that my latigo won't be able to reach my cinch. So I have to do a knot. So how I'm going to do the knot is by going a little bit out and over my loops of latigo. I will go behind my D-ring and down in between, and down I go. So with that knot, I'm sure my saddle will stay nice and secure, and it's a very good knot Or I could place it with through the cinch again and attach with the pin. So both ways are very nice and secure, but with this saddle I need to do my knot. So now that that's done, I can bring it down like this, and I want to make sure also that my cinch is tight but not too tight, because I want to go out there in the ring and I want to walk my horse before tightening my cinch again, because some horses bloat. And why they bloat? They bloat because they're afraid of the cinch tightening up. So be careful, make sure you walk your horse, and your horse is going to be so much more happy.